So David and the 8% inspire me because like it's crazy how he started from nothing. He literally had absolutely nothing, an idea and a dream.
They inspire me to care about the details and to actually care about the people I surround myself with to work with.
I've honestly, like to be honest, I've always wanted him to ask me to like be a part of it. And when he told me, I literally went running to my mom. I was like, Mom, look, like I'm gonna be a part of it. I was so excited.
My name is David. I'm a very long last name, so I usually just go by DRCR. Those are my initials. It's kind of like my own thing and what everyone knows me for. So I was born here, born and raised in Miami. My mom is from Nicaragua, my dad's Colombian. I think as a child, I have parents that didn't go to school, like they didn't finish college. And so, right, you hear that, right, you're non-college educated people and you automatically something pops into your head. I think the coolest thing about my parents and my family was that they sacrificed so much for me to have the experiences that very few people have, even like very wealthy people. So when I left high school, I went to a small, like super small college in the middle of North Carolina, just outside of Charlotte. And I mean small, I mean like 2,800 people in a tiny town. The beach was 4 hours away. The nearest mall was 45 minutes away. Like it was a very different change from growing up in Miami. But because I had spent so much time in high school kind of becoming the camera person and becoming that guy, and I only did that for half of high school, 2 years, I wanted to make sure that I came into, like I hit the ground running when I went to college. I wanted to make sure that like 4 years, as hard as I can possibly go, camera guy, 100%. In hindsight, it was a very stupid decision because I thought it'd be possible for me to move to a new state. I'm not a big school person. I'm not very big into academics. So I thought it'd be possible to move to a new state, go through college, make new friends, try to have a social life, do well in school for once, and become camera guy. And my response to being camera guy was trying to do YouTube videos in like 2018, 2017. So I would do YouTube videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and try to balance all of that together at once. Eventually I ended up flunking out of school. I had to move back home. And honestly, I was done with school. I was like, this is like, I'm done, I'm over it. And I just needed like a different creative outlet. So I didn't know how to graphic design. I grew up around my dad doing graphic design, but I never really took it seriously. And so I started messing with that. And one of like the first things I ever made was like a very super simple sweater with my initials on it. And I just made one. I made it for me. Like I just made it because I was like, that'd be kind of cool. It was like merch. I didn't think anybody would give a shit about it. People started asking about it. They're like, can I get that? Where can I get that? Can I pick one up? Can I buy one? And people ended up really being interested in that sweater. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. It'd be kind of cool to make clothes. I never thought I'd make clothes. I've never been like a huge fashion person. I've never seen the fucking runway shows and not really, like at that point I wasn't really tapped into this entire culture. I wasn't into sneakers and hypebeasts and I knew nothing about that. So I was like, okay, sure, fuck it, let's make clothes. And the first question for me to myself was like, what is it gonna be about? Because it can't be about me. Because no one gives a shit about me. No one cares about me, no one knows who I am. So I was writing a paper for school. And I was looking for articles and just general stuff for research. And I came across this article by Inc. that I actually ended up printing and framing in my house, and hanging it up in my room. And the title of it was 92% of people don't end up achieving and realizing the dreams and goals they set for themselves. And I read that in my head. I didn't really react at all. And the first thing that just came out of my mouth was, fuck that, I want to be part of the 8%. And I think that the typography of it, the way it sounded, the length of it, I don't know, something about it just like really hit me. And I think that really encompasses everything that I've always been about. And I think I just ran with the name. I think it's kind of cool.